Welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164, place where gravity and mass meet friction and the ramp decides the results. But today, no racing, just got back last night and was, I don't know, pretty wiped. But I figured today we're going to do some show and tell actually this morning. So I can at least get something out to you folks because some of you might find it interesting. But first, hopefully you're subscribed. Last I looked, we were 57 subscribers. When we hit 66, I'm going to be giving away this Batmobile Silver Series box set, brand new in box, of course. Comes with these cars. I did the 1966 version of the uh, of a test run with four castings of the 1966, like that included Faster Than Ever and the Silver Series that's in this box set. So I do have an unopened new box set, but I do have one that I'm using for the vehicles in there. And if you're interested in that, you can check out that video. But it was a lot of fun to do, and it's my favorite, car model of all time is that 1966 Batmobile. I've said it on other videos. I'll say it again. Second is the Speed Racer. But all right, so we got a lot of stuff coming up. Plus, nobody's found the couple of Easter eggs I have out there in a couple of different videos. So, it might be a little something folks might be interested in seeing. Might be fun. Anyway, just throwing that out there as well. So, on to the show and tell for this morning. I was trying to decide how to do this, and I figured we'll just do this all in one because it sort of kind of builds on each other. So, I'm going to start out with the some things that arrived like either like right before we left and uh actually that I picked up while we were away. So we were up in New York, or I should say down in New York. But for anybody who is interested, this arrived. This is the PlayRobotics. Here's the code there if you're interested. This is the two gate or the 2-lane starting gate timing system that I can use for the 164 scale quarter-mile drag strip. Remember, I talked about that in previous videos. Originally, I wasn't going to because stuff that I talked about in the other video. And then I just, what, it needs to be done. And I'm also going to add that second lane. So I went back and forth between the 2 lanes and then the 1 lane because of the issues with the start part and the size of the boards that I initially bought to stretch the track out on. I really, after doing those first couple of runs, that if you've seen those couple of videos, um, it worked fine. I mean, it did what it was supposed to do, but I realized I think it'll be more fun to have, even though we're testing cars on an individual basis, it'll be more fun seeing 2 cars race together and then having the timing gate, the PlayRobotics gate, so I could do the remote start, so I can get better camera angles because it's tough because that track is, like I said, in total is around 26 feet long because we have a 5-foot drop at a 22-degree angle. Then it goes into a little bit of a bend to get into the flat, and then that's about 18 inches or so, and then another close to 21 feet just on the flat. So, just as I said before, destroying our basement for your entertainment. So, I'm going to be rebuilding that track, or I shouldn't say rebuilding. I'm going to be updating it. Need to head to the hardware store to get some wider planks that will hopefully be flat, so that I can get the 2 lanes going and in a way that will be, you know, efficient for the cars to continue to run on. So, like I said, the single lane worked fine. It did what it was supposed to. I'm not worried about any issues with, well, is this going to make these other cars faster speed or not? No, because I'm still using the same track, same angle, same hard surfaces and that kind of thing where that was. And then let's see. Yeah. So the next video for that track I'm going to shoot once I get this, I might not wait. I might do it sooner. I don't know. Will be the rest of the remaining top 10 of the rubber tires. So we did the top 10 of the plastic tires. So for the first video, if you didn't see it, top 2 fastest so far on the short form drag strip, the top 2 fastest for the plastic tires, top 2 fastest for the rubber tires. So those are the 2 categories. Then the other video I shot was the rest of the top 10. So the next 8 in line for the plastic wheeled tires, plastic tires. For the rubber tires, haven't done that yet, so that's gonna happen soon. Again, I might not wait to rebuild the track since I can still use this current track and may do it one at a time using the same kind of camera angles. Haven't decided on that yet or not. Anyway, so that's it for the track. We got the PlayRobotics starter gate for the 2-lane. I got the PlayRobotics, I'm putting over there, not that you can see it, the PlayRobotics for the Super 6 highway of the Hot Wheels track that clips on. So that's been working, continues to work well. All right, so on to even more fun show and tell. Right before we left, I made one stop at Nick's Comics. So I'm going to give a shout out to Nick's Comics for I know I'm leaning over to get the bag. I should have had everything staged, but hey, it is what it is. This is live. I always do this live and without a net, and that's okay, right? So, okay, let's get this out of there. We don't need any of that. So, Nick's Comics, for those of you who don't know, is a really great comic shop. They have a lot of collectibles and stuff out by where we live. This is their business card. You could see their little QR code. There's the back. If you're looking to sell or buy, you can do that as well. So I want to give them a shout out because they're really, really great folks there. Great group. All right, let's see what little morsels we have. Well, that's trash. So that's not a morsel. That's a tidbit. We're going to look at morsels. So here we go. The Porsche. You know what? I'm going to need my other glasses for this. So these are my single view for gaming and doing this kind of thing and reading music. Then I got to put on the progressives, you know, my grandpa glasses, even though I'm not a grandpa. So this is the 356A Porsche Matchbox moving car. Actually, you know what I will do? I'm going to, you know, stick with me for 1 second. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see all of this in regular view, because I know it's reversed when it's looking back at me this way, but when we do it the other way, it's not. So how about that? So give me 1 second to turn things around. I'm going to turn the beat around, and then we're going to get back to it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about practice, man. Sorry, Ted Lasso's been I've been going through that show again. It's so fun. All right, I'm done talking. Let's get this thing turned around so you can see what everything looks like in its proper orientation. So we are turned around. This is the bag that, oh, actually, let me do a little thing. This is their little, really cool symbol on their shopping bag, or when you know, after it picks stuff up. Okay. So we are going to be looking at what we got. So the the Porsche 356A Matchbox moving parts, which means moving parts. So it looks like here we got a trunk that opens. Supported, according to bioeconomy. So this is recycled metal. Oh, okay. This was about $7. All right, for Matchbox. A minimum of 70% ISCC certified plastic mass balance approach. How about that? Anything interesting on the back? More kind of, you know, your blueprint info. So there we go. This is, and compostable parts. So this is one item. Let's get on to the next one, shall we? Actually, you know what? I'm going to set this right here. Now, this one, Matchbox Hero City. I want to do a, oh, look, the ladder actually, see, we got a little ladder movement here. I'm going to kind of show that up close. Hero City, collectible Matchbox. This is about $6 there. Feels like some good weight to it. So I'm in the process. I'll tell you this in a second. Look at this, to the rescue. So there are a few things in this particular engine, bucket, fire truck. Oh, I guess that's it. And the different languages. Oh, that's cool. All right. So I want to do an emergency vehicles video. I tried to do something like that a while back, and I really didn't have much. So this time it's like I'm picking up some, you know, got some fire trucks, we got some ambulances, police cars, that kind of thing, to do like on this short form drag strip. And then obviously the rest of the tracks as well, because they're going to be tested all the way through. Here we go. 1998 first editions Hot Wheels. Guaranteed for life. 20 to 40 cars. Chaparral. Mattel wheels. Look at that. That looks like it almost looks like almost like the Mach 5. Okay. So this is about $4. Collector tip. Hot Wheels came in over a dozen colors. Look from the metallic pink version, which is highly valued by collectors. So there you go. According to the to their information here, if you get one in pink, it might be nice, might be good for a collector. For me, I'm yes, collector, but I like to enjoy using these items. So we have the Glory Chaser next, Hot Wheels, new for 2022. Retro racers. I'm gonna do one that's like a convertible situation. Iconic race cars from the past, always competition ready. Born in 2021, El Segundo, California, an homage to the glorious race cars of the 50s and 60s. This classic would fit right in at the Miglia and Le Mans race competition. So yeah, I picked this up because I might do like the convertible sports car. So these two would be racing together, or I should say be tested together, performing together. Because here's the next one. Look at that. This is the Jaguar D type. Single seater, silver, spin by the coolest website, track system, hotwheels.com. Yeah, that's pretty extensive. Look at that thing. That's old school where you have the little machines that will push the cars through. So this is only about $3 at the shop. So see, their prices are super to me, they're very reasonable considering what they're about, especially that. This one was a slight bit more, probably because of the HW Roadsters. Now, some of these maybe you find whatever, but I'm looking for a very specific car. So this is a convertible, another one that I'm doing for this, the 2015 Jaguar F-Type. So this was about like $5 there. Drop the top and live your dreams wherever you're driving. This seems like pretty heavy duty. So we'll see what they look like eventually when we do their testing. We'll also check out their level of quality. Okay, so here's one from D-Rods. Yeah, look at that. Now, if you've watched it this long, this far, the video, 32 Ford. This is like old school kind of, D-Rods. I don't from Jada or Jada. 164 scale, but guess what? I have a second. You know what that means. This will be up for a giveaway down the road. These are pretty hefty cases, 100% die-cast metal chassis, etc., etc. Okay, so I'll figure out when I'm going to put this in. But another reason you want to be subscribed, I do these giveaways. So far, nobody's hit on any of them yet, but hopefully soon. This one, I'll figure out where this one will fit in down the road. But be looking for this one for a giveaway down the road. Really cool. This is like a nice, I think that's green. I'm looking under the lighting here. It's like a dark olive green. So there we go. That's Nick's. Hopefully you enjoyed that session. So now we will move on to another shop. I like supporting the small businesses and shopping local. While we were in New York, hang on one second. Let me just get some of this stuff out of here that you don't need to see. There was a train station near where the in-laws lived, or a train station, a train store, but they also had a bunch of miniatures. So I'm going to give them a bit of a shout out because the owner there was super nice, called New York Electronic Trains. Great shop. I mean, this isn't a train channel, but if you love trains, www.nyelectrictrains.com. This is their logo. The t-shirt, I had to get this. It's like really, really nice, like athleisure wear type material. But they have a shop there with a lot of stuff, a lot of train stuff, but there were a lot of the 164 scale cars. So I did purchase a few things, and well, here's one of them. Here we go. Harley Davidson, the Harley Davidson set. And he and his business partner do auctions. I think every week, maybe Fridays or Saturdays, they do online. They have their Facebook page. He said that's always a lot of fun where they sell their trains and cars and stuff. But take a look at that. This is about $20 for the Harley Davidson box set. So again, we'll continue to put these up here. I thought I grabbed their business card. Their business card. Oh, here we go. Let me pull this out. So this is their business card if you're interested in contacting them as well. They buy and sell trains, New York electric trains, etc. And there's their back info. But again, they had a pretty good selection of 1/64 scale diecast cars. So some of them I'm just like, oh my gosh. Some of them I had to just get because it looks so cool. Like this Johnny Lightning muscle car, authentic muscle car paint colors plus Craigar mags. 100% die-cast metal body and base. So this is going to be with looks like a challenge coin type thing. For those of you who are active or former military or government, you know what a challenge coin's all about. And this is kind of cool. That's what it looks like. Looks like it's their version. So it looks like the trunk's going to open, or excuse me, the hood's going to open. So very, very colorful. It's about $3 there and gives you all the information on the back with all the different collect all 10 cars of several different colors. Yeah. So here's something that's interesting. I didn't notice. I have a few of these Johnny Lightnings that have these coins. So that's, I guess, the information, limited edition, number, issue number, etc. So yeah, I'll have to pay a little bit more attention to that on these other cars. This is an authentic die-cast American muscle car replica, 1964 to 1973. A never to be forgotten decade of American automotive history when street legal racing machines ruled the pavement. Now, Playing Mantis introduces Johnny Lightning Muscle Cars USA, 10 limited edition American muscle car classics in detailed 1/64 scale. So, yeah, I mean, this is kind of my time. A little bit before my time is when this started, but, I grew up, well, 70s, 80s. 80s is really kind of when friends and stuff started buying cars. But look what I have here because they had two. Oh, giveaway down the road. So this one, so you'll see the coin. This is a different number. So these are both Series 6, but these are different numbers of what was produced. So one of these will be a giveaway down the road. Again, another reason you want to be subscribed. We'll figure out when that happens, right? But hey, we're going to keep that and up and going, and I will move on to the next item. So, how many things we have here? We got one more. Hang in there, one more. So this to me, I had to get. This is a Matchbox. The ambulance number 51. So this is going to be one of the vehicles that I'm going to use for the emergency vehicles. Big fan of first responders. Can you help meet the challenge? See back for details. 1997 edition. One of 10,000. I only have one of these. That's all they had. Can you meet the challenge? Do you know that there are 75 different models in the Matchbox 75 collections? Well, if you don't, you'd better learn fast because the Matchbox 75 challenge is in high gear. Look at that. Here's the deal. There are only 10,000 gold-painted Matchbox 75 challenge vehicles for each Matchbox 75 collection model. Like the one you're holding. Interesting. I did not know that. Meet the challenge. Gather at least 5 different special edition vehicles. Have a picture taken of them with yourself in the photograph. Contestant must appear in the photo. And send the original photo our way. No photocopies, please. Feel lucky. Once you've received your photo, you're on your way to the Champions Room on the official Matchbox website. Then on November 4th, 1997, we'll draw 750 names from the list. And those lucky 750 will win a super limited edition Matchbox 75 challenge car, only 750 produced. Wow. Now that happened a while back, but here's one of them apparently. And I don't even remember what I paid for this. This wasn't, there's no price tag on here. But, you know, this would be, I'm assuming, a pretty good collector's edition, but guess what? We're still going to break it out and race it, or excuse me, test it and see how it rolls. Okay? So that is going to be it for this, but let me turn things around and wrap up. But those are some finds. We got stuff coming in the lab. Looking forward to getting some more videos done for y'all. And there you go. Okay, so let me turn this thing around and we'll wrap up. Okay, well, thanks for joining me here at Peak Speed Lab 164, where gravity, mass meet friction, and the ramp decides the results, but sometimes does show and tell too. So there we go. Got a lot of things in the hopper, a lot of videos still to make. We've got oh, here's some. I was talking about the here's another ambo. We got like ambo. I've got a couple of fire trucks, beach patrol. I got a couple of police cars in here for the emergency vehicles. Still have the Speed Racer Mach 5 and other vehicles to test. A lot of other things here in the queue. So hopefully you're subscribed. Hopefully you're liking these videos. Hopefully you'll come back. Actually, I'm going to do the Harley Davidson set all in one as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 5 cars here. So that will be a video coming up. Harley Davidson specific video for the short form drag strip, and then eventually onto the other tracks. Oh, one other thing. I've got a bunch of, I've been doing a lot of research on different brands, countries, etc. for the 164 diecast, 164 scale diecast cars. So I got quite a few things on order. I'm just ordering from Amazon right now because that's the only place I could find them. There were a couple of things on eBay too, but I like to try to get my stuff brand new from the sellers, from small businesses if they're available as well. And I'm doing my best to not buy used cars, not yet anyway. I mean, I have some cars that are used that I use for testing to make sure the tracks are working and stuff. I don't know if they may end up in the lab at some point, but we got a lot of really cool stuff still to get through. But yeah, I've got cars coming. They'll be like Hong Kong, Europe, UK, China, and then other brands from the US. So, you know, stay tuned for that as well. All right. I think that's going to about wrap it up. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for hanging in there and you know, waiting until we get back and sticking through this video. Got giveaways, Easter eggs. One more shout out for the Batmobile Silver Series box set, brand new, unopened, in box. And once we hit 66 subscribers. So again, last I looked, we were at 57. You know, that's okay. I'm still going to do this, so y'all might as well join me, right? Okay, that's about it for now. Let's wrap it up. And we'll see you guys in the next video. All right, cheers.